Well, Matt, a week into the season, you've had time to reflect now and probably watch back the Salford game. Still must be very satisfied with the way the first week's gone on the pitch and the performances.
Yeah, certainly in the performances. Probably maybe deserved a little bit more out of the results. But no, I was very pleased with the Forest Green game, other than the goal and injury time there, and the way we conceded the free kick and not dealing with it coming into our box. But the Cardiff performance, it was excellent, and should have maybe extended our lead before half time there. To then go to Salford, who are the bookies' favourites to go and win the league, and go toe to toe with them and keep a clean sheet and get our first point on the board was thoroughly deserved on the day, and it gives us a nice little breather this week to prepare for another tough game against Scunthorpe on Saturday.
And the defending probably looked as good when you were looking back at it as it did at the time at Salford.
Yeah, we try and obviously do our research, like I keep saying, and making sure we're hard to beat and solid and organised, and look to have the threats going forward as well. I thought we could have been a little bit better in the attacking areas, and when we looked to counter-attack, I thought our quality could have been better on the day. Not like us, we were sort of punishing teams last year on that, which we've been working on that a bit this week. But no, certainly against them without the ball, we were very solid and well organised.
Yes, I was going to say that was one thing I noticed watching. Maybe needed to be a little bit more careful with the ball when we managed to have a chance to break.
Yeah, just taking care on the pass, and the high energy and the tempo that we play with. Sometimes when you get the ball, you just got to make sure you settle down and keep it with a little bit better quality. But as I say, we've been really working on that this week, and hopefully we can take that into Saturday's game.
And in the end at Salford, we probably had the two best chances of the game.
Yeah. Possession doesn't win your games, does it? So I think the chances that we had certainly probably reflected. They had two good chances as well. In all fairness to them, just on the stroke of half time, a minute before half time there, and Lund again making the run into the box and having a header clipped over. But apart from that, we defended our box really well. But then Eastie, Louis John heading it down from the corner, and Eastie breaking through late on there. So we certainly looked to fret the other end. Just maybe should have had more chances than we actually did.
Yes, we said after the Forest Green game that these last minute goals sort of evened themselves out over the season. Didn't maybe expect it to have the possibility of it happening quite so quickly.
No, it could have evened itself out within 7 days there, which would have been nice.
So we've had a week off this week prior to the game at Scunthorpe on Saturday. How are things looking? Yeah,
all right. Picked up just a couple of little sort of niggles really from the three games we had in 7 days. So we're seeing our Will Randall's back in some light training as well, so he's coming on well. So yeah, we're in good shape as a squad.
And Toby Silva hasn't featured yet. How's he coming on?
No, he's missed the whole of pre-season. Yeah. He got injured before the Chesham game right at the start, so he's back in training. He's had 10 days now in full training, so we'll probably look to try and get a friendly in early part of next week or maybe the week after, where we can give the likes of Toby and Adam Lovett as well, who missed pre-season due to COVID, and some of the players who haven't played as much minutes as some of the others in those 3 games we had last week. So we'll maybe look to top their minutes up, and we're in a good fit bill of health, and just look to improve those minutes and keep everyone topped up for when they're needed.
Now the previous 2 league games have been against sides that as a club we're familiar with. Saturday's the first one, if you like, against a traditional football league side away to Scunthorpe, so must be looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're all good tests, aren't they? Forest Green and Salford have done really well since getting promoted from the National League. Scunthorpe, as you say, have been in that League 1, League 2 for many years. It's a new ground for many supporters and the club to go to, so we're looking forward to that. We was all out on the road yesterday, Mickey, Terry, myself and Jason, all watching different games. I actually went to Walsall Scunthorpe last night.
Yeah, so somebody went to Bristol Rovers?
Jason went to Bristol Rovers Oldham, so we've been out doing the miles last night, watching the games and doing our preparation as we always do, getting ready for another good and important game at the weekend.
And what do you see Scunthorpe's main threat being? Yeah,
unfortunately Love picked up a head injury at the weekend, but they're lively in forward areas with Green as well. He's full of energy and runs down the sides, playing the 3-5-2 there. They changed the shape late on, started the season with 4-4-2, so we'll be watching the other videos from the League Cup games and that as well, and make sure we're always, as always, Tony, best prepared, ready to try and nullify them and stop them and make sure we're hard to beat, but also how can we hurt them when we do win the ball.
And it's been the first time we've had fans at away games. We had home games last season, but apart from the Barnet game at the end of the season, it's the first time we've had fans at away games. I just asked Ben what difference it makes. What difference do you think it's made to having fans there sort of maybe when the home side are outnumbering our supporters.
Yeah, I think someone come up with a bit of a Premier League stat about how the opening day fixtures last year, there was hardly any home wins, but now because the fans back in, the tables are completely turned. I really do feel it has an impact, and we look forward to the Oldham game and being back in front of our home support, and what a special day that's going to be for us. But I did several interviews before doing the SUFC TV interview after the Salford game, and I mentioned the fans in every one, and I don't believe I did on the SUFC TV one. But just to say how, thank you from myself and all the players and the staff for their support in those travelling those 3 long journeys in a week, and I'm sure they'll be going in their numbers to Scunthorpe as well, and their voices all 3 games were certainly heard. Excellent atmosphere, and I certainly outsung all 3 home supporters on those 3 games, and we'll be looking to seeing them in that away and come Saturday as well, and I thank them for their support.
And Scunthorpe probably they'll have a bigger crowd than Forest Green and Salford, so they'll need to be more vocal, but good luck. We'll be heading up the A1 to watch it. And I would say just one more thing, the standard of League 2, has it been roughly what you expected so far? I know it's early days, but
yeah, I bumped into Dave Challoner at a game yesterday, because we were obviously supposed to be playing them. They've got Walsall, and I was just speaking to him about what he felt, and he didn't feel there was a massive difference, but he would have played 2 probably not the favourites to go and win the league. We're probably judging of 2 of the Forest Green and Salford of being right up there, and I feel they've given us real 2 tough games. We've gone toe to toe with them and we've held our own for sure. But I think I think you just look at the results, and the thin dividing line in games, and the thin dividing line between the top teams and the bottom teams are so small, and you're going to have to earn every point this season, and we're fully aware of that.
Well, we wish you well on Saturday, and catch up with you afterwards. Cheers,
Brilliant.
mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Tony. Thanks.